perfect night. I think Klopp couldn't have asked for more. He got a clean sheet out of a new back two partnership at centre back with Williams and Gomez, and the forwards, the way you couldn't have asked more. The recruitment team have done fantastically well. Klopp bedding him in the way he has, and him showing his character and personality to be able to go in there and really take it by storm amongst the front three who are looked around Europe as one of the best front threes around. And I'm sure Firmino will be sitting there compiling a little playback list to give to Klopp to remind him of what he's capable of doing, because Firmino, like it or not, will want to start, and this guy's putting him under huge pressure.
It does well. The way Liverpool are going, it doesn't really matter what else happens in the in Group D. But I can tell you that they're still playing actually in Denmark, where Midtjylland are currently trailing Ajax by 2-1. But as you can see from that group table there, Liverpool are romping ahead in that, and I don't think Atalanta will be looking forward very much to going to Anfield in 3 weeks' time. Don't forget, we'll have highlights from all of tonight's matches from 10:30 here on BT Sport 2, and then we do it all over again tomorrow with 8 live matches. Manchester United Premier League clubs continue to be very impressive in Europe, and at the top there, Lokomotiv Moscow, Atletico Madrid, that was an early kick-off. Salzburg 2, Bayern Munich 6. Looks easy, but actually with about 12 minutes to go, it was 2-2. 2 more for Robert Lewandowski, of course. Borussia Mönchengladbach, another German team, sticking 6 away at Shakhtar. Quite a result, that is. Real Madrid, Inter was quite a game. Madrid went 2 up. Amongst them, a 100th goal for Real Madrid for Sergio Ramos. Inter Milan came back from 2 down to level at 2-2, but a late winner for Rodrigo gave Madrid a vital 3 points in that one. Manchester City we saw also in that group. Porto beat Marseille by 3-0. And at the bottom, full-time, eventually it was Ajax 2, Midtjylland 1. Well, it's good night for English teams again, going really well in the group stages. Yeah, they are, and I think the English teams as a whole, as a unit of teams, I think they seem the strongest. I think Bayern Munich, obviously, they're the favourites, but I think behind that, I think the English teams, I wouldn't be fearful of anybody, really, if I was an English team, especially if I was, obviously, Man City or Liverpool in the form that they're both in. So it's great for us, and we always talk about cycles, and I think this is English team cycles. Yeah, although there was a bit of a blip last season, wasn't there, when we didn't have a finalist, having had all 4 finalists in the previous competitions the previous year. Terrific performance from Liverpool, and it was never in any doubt, really, was it? From the first minute, they looked dominant.
From the first minute, Jota went on a run, didn't he? Yeah. And it looked as if Liverpool were piercing through the Atalanta defence. Probably should have scored, and then just after that was just wave after wave. And I mean, when Rio was doing his analysis before the game, you're looking how dangerous Atalanta could be. Yeah. But with my positive sort of striker's head on, thinking the other way, if they're going to keep doing this and this and this, look at
and that proves to be the case. They really did leave themselves exposed.
They must have been licking their lips watching in the pre-game stuff. When you're watching your opponents, inevitably your manager's always looking at the weak points of the opposition and saying, this is how we're going to expose them. And as I say, Salah and co would have been licking their lips going into this.
Yeah, and the front 3 were rampant.
Yeah, that's what it was. From the first moment, from the first whistle, they were just blistering. And when you've got a front 3 like that, it's, in all honesty, you just got to go and let them play, haven't you? I mean, they had pace, skill, the way they were rotating, finishing was impeccable tonight. And Firmino to come on towards the end. I mean, they've got through all 3 games here by they've been resting players. They haven't played full strength at times, and they're just cruising through this group at the moment.
A few goals to go through. Let's start with Jota's first.
Yeah. We spoke about Trent before. I mean, his passing the ball is exquisite. I mean, the weight of the pass, the choice of it, hardly any backlift. But then when he's through here, it's a delightful bit of skill there just to chip it over. We were trying to work out what footed is he. I mean, Salah stays wide, creates that space inside, and Curtis Jones pulls out, and then there's a big space in there. And that's just that's happening now. He's only been there a month, couple of months. You know what I mean? Once he's been there even longer.
He scored 7 league goals for Wolves last season. I know Wolves playing a different way.
Playing at a better team, getting more opportunities. He's probably had as many opportunities already in his time at Liverpool that he probably had last season at Wolves, but he was maybe playing a bit more wider last year as well.
Played pretty wide.
But the thing that I love about this front 3 is it goes back. Like Crouchy was a big man. It was almost like you need to have a big man in your team. He's just over 6 foot. But it was almost like you had to have one of them being a bit of a big man, target man, a bit different. Yeah. They're three very, very similar players. You had Firmino in there normally, who's a bit of a difference.
About the same height.
But they're all the same height, very, very quick, aggressive the way they move without the ball and with it, strong. Hold the ball up so well. Their all-round game is what people say, oh, a small man, that's not his game really. He's running in behind, that's it. They've got a real good combination of everything between them.
If all three of these are playing 10, 15 years ago, they're all players wingers, don't they? All of them. And all now, it's a front three, isn't it? They're all playing as forwards now. And they're scoring so many goals. It's pace. It's a different game now.
It's changed, there's no question about that. Let's have a look at his second goal. Another exquisite finish. The way he knocked it from his left foot onto his right foot, Michael, and then bashed it quick.
This touch is far harder than he makes it look. I mean, dropping over your shoulder onto your left foot to bring it inside, wrong foot with defence. And not only that, but have the balance to outstretch your leg and to then power off, explode into life. You can see he's pointing, you can see he then gets a little bit of leverage off the defender, almost runs onside, you know, and pushes off. And that is just such a stunning touch. Anything tighter, he would have got, you know, he would have got tackled, but he got it away from his body enough to then explode into life. And again, at that point, you're just whacking it as hard as you can, low into the ground. It's a brilliant finish.
Yeah. It was a great goal, wasn't it? It reminded me of what my one against Liverpool had.
It did manage to get one back in.
It was unbelievable.
That's when you've got so few in your career, you can remember them all.
When they're as delightful as the one I scored, you would never forget that.
No. I wouldn't. 3-0. Actually, I missed this goal. I popped out with... It so often happens to me. I don't know about you when you're at home watching football. If you pop to the loo, which I did, I missed it. I haven't seen it. So talk me through it.
No, the run is great. The ball from Mane is unreal. But watch this little drag over past the goalkeeper and then left foot. It was beautiful. Everything about that goal is what you'd be pleased about as a manager. Make you run up. Again, he points again before it comes. Mane's execution of the pass and then his ability then to just see where the keeper's coming out and roll it past him. That's difficult skill.
It is. Pace. And that's not a gimme, you know. As I was watching him do it, I was saying, well, we were all debating, weren't we? I think you would have scored it easily enough, Gary, and you Crouchy, but my left foot, I would have been nervous rolling that one in.
Did you come back on your right foot there?
Yeah.
Possibly. You could have taken another touch, but what I was impressed with there with Jota, he's quicker than I thought as well. You know, often,
no, he's quick. I've seen
he is very quick. Often you see him linking play, but tonight you saw him running in behind an awful lot, and he's much quicker than
that. Wasn't actually the goal I missed. It was Salah's, but I presume we were going in order, but we weren't because tell you why, because we can hear from Diogo Jota, and we wanted to see his hat-trick first. Here he is with Patrick Kendrick.
Diogo, a Champions League hat-trick, 6 goals in 4 games. Are you playing the best football of your career?
Well, I'm playing in the best team in my career so far. That's for sure. I don't know if it was my best moment, but obviously scoring goals, it's my way of playing football. So I'm really happy with this, and with the result, of course, great win away in Champions League. So good moment, good night.
3 very different goals. Which one was your favourite?
Oh, no, the first one, just because it unlocks the game. I think for all the teams, it's important to get the first one in each game. We scored soon in the game, so it was a good moment for me and for the team, because now after that we could manage the game our way. That was the most important.
What's it like playing up front with Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah?
Well, obviously 2 world-class players. We all know their quality. It makes easier for me to do my job because they are outstanding players, and I think we did a great game together today.
What positives can you take from tonight into the Manchester City game at the weekend?
Well, I think 5 goals, doesn't happen so often to score 5 in one game. So I think that's good. The clean sheet as well. So if you can do the clean sheet against City, I'm pretty sure we win the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Diogo.